the analysis of the coming month. Hi, everyone. And regarding this case, I feel that, till now, everyone has been feeling that not much is being done, and the CBI is quiet. And why is the case not moving ahead? Why is CBI not coming out with anything? So I thought, let me do some astrology, numerology analysis and see what we can expect very soon. And I feel that we can expect a lot very soon, because the October month is going to be very, very happening as far as this case is concerned. And so basically, being a numerologist, hi everyone. So, being a numerologist, my first focus goes towards numerology. So, I check out the dates, and from what I know, uh, 5th of October onwards, actually 4th of October onwards, there has to be some major movement which will change things a lot, because Jupiter was retrograde. Now it is going straight. It is already straight since last few days, last few weeks maybe. But Mars has gone retrograde, and when Mars is retrograde, it is even more stronger. Other than that, mid-October, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and that is definitely not a time. I'm requesting everyone, not a time to write anything on the social media which can land you in trouble, or which, you may have to eat your words later. So be very careful after the 14th of October what you write online. You can talk to anybody you want, but not on a normal call. When you meet people, that's a different story, because from what I hear, some people, some politicians, some officers, they are creating a lot of trouble. Today, in fact, I came to know first that Sahil Chaudhary was arrested, and then later on, Vijay Salgaonkar confirmed on Instagram that no, that is not so. Thank you, Aarti. And he is fine, and he's not been arrested. Maybe they must have taken him for some inquiry about what he's been saying on the show. Yes, Santosh. I will talk about the AIMS report also. Let me quickly finish this, although this is going to take a little bit of time. So please be patient. Also, Instagram, I would request you, in case, see, after 59 minutes, Instagram gets off on its own. So in case, it shuts down and I'm unable to come back, because last couple of times that's happened with me, I've been unable to come back, and I've been unable to even upload my videos, the live videos on Instagram. In case that happens, immediately shift to either my Facebook or my YouTube. YouTube would be the best bet, because there, yes, Nilima, thank you. I am fine. I'm doing well. So YouTube, y'all can come online and talk to me. Like, y'all can come live. I will be giving that opportunity once I finish this. Pinky, I am not doing personal or general readings here. This is only for the SSR case or justice regarding anyone and everyone who's been waiting for it. It could also mean if you have a personal case going on, it could be about that as well. So when I looked into the planets in October, so I focused on 11th October, because 11th of every month, October, November, December, January, every month is showing me, in fact, even February, is showing me, even astrologically, that something is going to go haywire. So I thought, let me open the chart and let me see what is going to happen. So I've explained. Now, the main thing is that planets move every month, every year, every day. But the three outer planets, the main planets, hello Sachin, are Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, which have a major impact not only in this case or in this city or this country or this state, but all over the world. And what I'm going to say is going to impact not just India, not just this case, not just Mumbai, but everywhere around the world in some way or the other. So USA is going to have elections, I suppose, and in other countries also something or the other has been going on. A lot of parts in India I see are in unrest because of the farmers, because of the students in Rajasthan, and that's really sad. So the 11th of October adds to a number where I see that belief systems, what we have been believing for years, is going to be challenged. You're going to come to know things. I will answer all the questions, Aarti. In fact, it would be better if you could come onto YouTube, because there you can come live with me and ask the questions. So, belief systems are going to be challenged, and certain people, in trying to hurt others, they're going to end up hurting themselves. You know what I mean. You're going to try and hurt the others to save yourself, but eventually you're going to end up doing more harm to yourself than the others. Of course, our voice makes a difference. It doesn't matter. There's a fade and unanimous voice, it seems. It doesn't matter, hashtag divinity, because uh, what is the population of India? And how many of them are watching me right now? Hardly, say, about 100, not even 100. And who may watch the video? Maybe another 2,000. How does it matter? You carry on with your war, with your fight, and as long as everybody's intentions are right, God is up there. He will look after everything, and He will make sure what needs to be done is done. When with child trafficking, I finish what I am doing, and then after that I will take up the questions, if you don't mind, because this will answer a lot of your questions. Now, social unrest may happen, it may mount. So all this unrest and frustration that everybody is feeling, it may mount to revolution, riot. People are already talking about coming on the streets. I don't think it's a good idea in this COVID, unless you're going to be really safe. Yes, Mash. Yeah, that is also the feeling that I have been getting, that he's only using this case, and actually, many people are using this case for their personal motives and fooling people. I'll do that when I do the tarot. From October to Jan, it is a very difficult time, but for the culprits. Understand that. So that's why I said, thank you, Nirima. That's why I said, here to what I have to say about this analysis that I have done, it will answer a lot of your questions. um, they may show that they are courageous, they are fine. You know, recently there was a Instagram post by Patani, and everybody was worried that, oh, he's so happy he's doing Instagram posts and all. But when Vijay Salgaonkar decoded that post today on Instagram, he explained that he is not fine and things are not doing great with him. October to 3rd of November, Mercury is retrograde, although the shadow period has already begun. Now, when I come to 11th of November, now 11th of November makes it an 8th day. And if you total the entire date, it is an 8th day. How it affects each and every person personally depends on their birth date. So, personally, yes, but here my focus was the case, my focus was justice, my focus was legal issues. So, I have only done according to that. There is going to be a detachment to bonds. So, all these people who, the culprits who are right now siding with each other, supporting each other, there may be issues among them, which is a good news for us. Now, disappointments in relationships, arguments, and legal issues may crop up. So, for personally for you, be very careful. You need to have patience. I will come to the explanation of each and every planet in the current house it is, or nakshatra it is, or whatever. Now, numerologically speaking, 2020 October is a 50 month. So 2020, when you add 20 is mass consciousness, it is mass awakening. 2020 makes it all the more double. So this whole century was about that. And this year more so has been about it. October being a 10 month, if you add 10 to 40, it's a 50. And 50, wherever 5 comes. Now, there is a very interesting aspect to this. The date numbers are going to affect each city, state, and country depending on what the number of that city, state, and country is. Now, I am in the process of doing an analysis about that, how it will affect the different countries of the world, mainly Bombay and Delhi and China, Japan, Pakistan, USA, UK. I'm in the process of doing that. I said, Amit, that whatever from the 14th of October to the 3rd of November, in fact, I would say something like from the 8th of October to the 3rd of November, be very, very careful what you put on social media because that can backfire on you. And it may create an issue because Mars is retrograde, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and Mercury has got to do with communication, and Mercury has got to do with it's in Virgo, and it's got to do with the internet. It's got to do with social media. So that is the reason it's very important that you are careful about what you write, what you communicate, what videos you make, what audios you send out, even WhatsApp chats. Be very careful because screenshots can be. I don't know what you're talking about, Yamini. Okay, I don't think I can read what you mean by that. So 50 October being a 50 month, it's a new beginning to this year because till now we've been in 41, 42, 43, till September we were in 49. So at the end of the day, there was a 4 behind it. Now we step into a 50 month, although it is a 2020 year. Now a 2020 year in a 50 month in a 2020 year. Please hold on, Samir and everyone. I will take you on the video, but I would prefer that you come on to YouTube. Means unrest, means a lot of drastic change. मैं सिंपल भाषा में समझाती हूँ. 5 और 9 नंबर क्या करता है. बहुत सारे लोगों को प्रॉब्लम होती है जब मैं नंबर्स के बारे में बताती हूँ तो मैंने अच्छी बात बताई, मैंने बुरी बात बताई और लोग उसको गलत समझ लेते हैं. Do I need to talk in Hindi and English? No, I'm not shifting from the topic. Everything is interconnected, so please hang on, please have patience. होता क्या है कि जब आपको रोटी खानी है तो आप गेहूं तो नहीं खाओगे. गेहूं को पहले बोया जाता है. बोने के बाद जब वो फसल कटती है तो उसके बाद उसे काट के उसको वो धान निकालते हैं एंड गेहूं को बाहर निकालते हैं. सो okay, in English what it means is when you want to have bread, you don't just eat wheat or make bread out of that. You need to sow it in the soil, which is what the film industry and the politicians have been doing all over the world for all these years. When that comes up, when it grows and they reap it, they remove the shaft from it and then they take the wheat aside. तो गेहूं को निकालने के बाद उसे पीसा जाता है. पीसने के बाद उसका जो आटा निकलता है, I will speak in both the languages, don't worry, Maharaj Ishana. So आटा निकालने के बाद उस रोटी को उसको आप पहले गूंदेंगे पानी डाल के, उसके बाद उसे आग पे सेकेंगे बेल के और फिर जाके वो रोटी आपको खाने को मिलेगी. तो वो जो गेहूं को, the film industry what basically has been doing is that they have sown the wheat, they have reaped whatever they've been doing. This is reaping the benefits of what they've been doing for all these years. Now it's been cut, the shaft is being removed from the wheat, and for us to have that bread, it's going to take time. We will have to, रोटी की तरह जैसे उसे आग पे सेकते हैं, ऐसे आग पे सिकना पड़ेगा, इसे बेला जाएगा, ऐसे आटा गूंदा जाएगा. So when I talk about 5, when I talk about the number 5, it brings about a change that is always for the better. A 4 brings about a change which is not visible, which is slow, but a 5 brings about instant change. So October month being a 50 month, 5 into 10 times is going to bring about instant change, fast change. It means a lot of people are going to, and 5 is the number of Mercury and Mercury is retrograde. Hello, madam. So it's retrograde, so it's going to have, ये लोग क्या करेंगे, आप लोग तो ये सुन रहे हैं, उनमें से कितने लोग सुन रहे हैं मुझे नहीं पता, but ये लोग क्या करेंगे, these people are going to try and act smart. They're probably going to say something on the social media Yes, it will. Prasanjeet, please hold on. Let me complete. Aruna, I will speak in both languages because there are people out here who are, who find it difficult with English. So I will speak in both the languages, you don't worry. So that is what I mean that when a 5 month comes, so it's a new beginning to a year, a peek into what you can expect the next year, depending, of course, on your birth date when it comes to personal life. And the next 3 months, that is going to add up to a 50, 51, and 52. So it's a 5-1, 5-2, 5-0 for October, November, and December. So I said that I will talk about the next 3 months. I will do that in my next videos, which I will upload online, where I will come, explaining what to expect, which I do every month, of course, but I will come up with a separate video for the next 3 months because everybody is so worried about how the year is gone and how the next 3 months are going to be. So expect a lot of change. Now, for some people and some countries and uh, some cities, the change is going to be in the positive, but for some, it is going to be in the negative. Thank you so much, Samir. A lot of movement is going to happen. In November, everyone will be busy doing their own research. For a while, you may not feel that much is happening in November also. And then maybe in December, you will, last whole month from August onwards. And I will explain to you when I talk about the astrological aspect. You're welcome. When I explain about the astrological aspect, why since August you all have been feeling that nothing is happening, but you will see a lot has been happening and it will happen. SSR will get justice. In fact, I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm going to be putting up a video about angel messages, and goosebumps is one of them. So, how angels give you messages. And people are upset, people are sad, people are angry. I'm not actually, because I can feel that a lot is happening behind the scenes, and I just did this because I wanted to confirm it for myself. So um, it may bring about a public revolution on a large scale, which will be impulsive, but the energy will continue for the next few months into the next year, which I mean April, May, in different aspects. Sometimes it will be politics, sometimes it will be law, sometimes it will be, this industry, or maybe something else may come in. Like I had mentioned a few months back that the sports, जैसे बॉलीवुड की सफाई हो रही है, ऐसे स्पोर्ट्स की उस एरिना की भी होगी. So what I mean to say is the way the Bollywood industry is being cleaned up, sports industry next year is the target. After that, you can expect the political scene, because there is a lot that is going to come up in the political scene in the next month. Hold on, let me complete. You will understand what I mean. There is and why it is going to be important is there is an eclipse coming on the 29th of November. That date adds up to an 8, which is 8 is the number of justice, it is number of Shani, it is the number of karmic justice, it is the number of completion of a karmic cycle. After that, there is another eclipse on the 14th of December. Now that comes to a 66-3. A lot of political movement I see happening on that after that eclipse. It will reveal a lot. I will come to that. This will impact the whole world at a great level. A lot of people may also die in these few months due to various reasons. It could be natural calamities, social strife, other causes, personal issues, health reasons, etc. Now coming to what I saw in the astrological analysis that I did for October and November. Now Uranus is a planet. Now what are the qualities of Uranus? This is all taken from the explanation of the planet and the nakshatras, and that is taken from Google. The derivative is my own. So Uranus, you can Google it. It's written is the father of Saturn. So imagine where the justice is going to go. It's going to be world over. Now everybody wants to know. Hold on, Suruchi. Everybody wants to know about why they are feeling so personally about Sushant world over. People who've never even seen their movies, he's affecting them also. Why? Uranus is in Aries. Aries is the first house for the entire world. For every country and city, it is different. But for the entire world, Aries is the first house, and it is affecting the entire world at different levels. Okay, now he is the father of Saturn, so imagine to what level he may do justice. He is the grandfather of Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of truth. He is the planet also of, in some manner, I would say, knowledge. So he will expose things. Okay, especially when Sun comes in Libra and it is exactly opposite and it is aspecting Uranus. So that is going to be what, in October? That is also when a lot of other things are going to happen. I will come to that. Now, what does Uranus signify? Sudden, unpredictable, unpleasant changes, power games, riots, change, tension, revolution, because it is an higher octave of Mercury. So everything will happen at the communication level and at the internet level. Now, somebody was talking about the dark web. Here is the dark web, which is going to be revealed. Unfriended Darknet on Netflix. Don't get into it. Do not search for it. Do not Google for it. About many hundreds of people have been arrested in Canada, it seems, for trying to look for the dark web. So don't do that. Uranus is going retrograde from 15th August. So, like I told you, from August, you all have been feeling why nothing is happening. Uranus has gone retrograde. Now, understand that when a planet goes retrograde, it is stronger. So, everything is happening, but it is happening under the surface till the 1st of Jan 2021. So, you can be rest assured justice is going to happen sooner or later. Don't worry. This was just point number one. There's much more coming ahead. Okay. This is going to cause political change, economic change, and disruption. India's chart has Aries in the 12th house. So it means the death of certain things. So, death of what? It's going to be the death of certain political parties, because the nakshatra of in which Uranus is ruled by Venus. So Venus represents Bollywood. So there may be certain deaths in Bollywood or in the political scene. Connections with Bollywood of politicians are going to be revealed because it is in the first pada, which is ruled by the sun. So the connection of politics with Bollywood is going to be exposed very soon, and it is going to be the death of that. Something which has already started in some manner. I don't know if you're aware about that. Now, Rahu has shifted on 23rd of September in Taurus. It is going to be there till the October 2022. Right now, it is in Mrigashira Nakshatra, whose lord is Mars. Now, Mars is very important. You will understand why, because Mars is retrograde right now in October, and it is very strong, and it is in Pisces, which again means death. Mars means, okay, if I have to go in detail, Mars can mean death by a gunshot, it can mean death by stabbing, it can mean death as in murder. Okay, this is going to be very important. So take a note. If anybody is writing, y'all can please go ahead and write it. This is going to be there till 27th of Jan 2021. This is good news for us. So there's nothing to worry about. It is in the second padas, which is ruled by Mercury. So again, here comes Mercury, which in the month of October is going to go retrograde, which messes up electronics, the web, the dark web, the internet, the phone calls. Be very careful on phone calls. Do not talk anything on the phone in case they are being tapped or hacked or whatever, because Recently, I got scared that maybe my phone was tapped and I had to reboot and everything. I don't know if it's made any difference, but whatever. Hateful, aggressive speech will have to be controlled. And now, Rahu coming in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is film world. So, the female stars or gay stars of Bollywood and female politicians, why? Because somewhere there is a sun involved, I'll tell you, are going to they are going to be under the let's say, perception that they are safe. But what Rahu does is it gives you a very hazy picture. It does not give clarity. So they will not have clarity and they will feel that, oh, I am fine. Nothing is happening to me. Well, no. October, Mars is retrograde and Mercury goes retrograde in mid-October. Mercury is in Libra later on, which is ruled by, again, Venus. Okay? Mercury is in Libra even in October. Okay. Relationships will be the focus between filmy people and politics because Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is film world. I'm not going to go on saying it again and again, so this is the last time I'm saying it. Mercury is aspected by Saturn, and so is Mars, which is retrograde, which is in Pisces, which is death. So a lot of deaths, lot of endings, lot of change, especially regarding politics, political parties, politicians, film people, and the mafia. Mars and Rahu, and so the mafia is going to be very active because Rahu in conjunction with Saturn or Mars or aspects and things like that, somewhere astrologically, it is about the mafia and the underworld. Okay, so Mars is aspecting Gemini, whose lord is Mercury. Again, Mercury is in Libra, which is ruled by Venus, but Sun is aspecting Mars. A lot more about the government will be revealed. So a lot of people who are feeling that the government and politicians are with us and they're supporting us, or why they're doing this and why they're doing that. Hi everyone, I will only be taking people on a video call on YouTube. Please, I cannot, because there are 3 places on here. I cannot go around, adding everyone. Yes, Sushant's justice is near. Don't worry. And then, okay, no, I don't want to say this because in case anybody from that negative side is watching, I do not want to give them any kind of heads up. So Sun on the 11th of October is in Virgo. Now understand one thing: Sun is a politician. He is the person in power. Okay, that could mean it could mean the current person who is in power, or it could mean somebody who has been in power but currently is can affect or can control the people who are in power. So Sun is in Virgo. Now Virgo is a very bad place to be in for Sun. It is not a very happy place. It is so Sun being there means the difficulties for politicians are going to increase. All those politicians who are negative, because I'll tell you why. Because Saturn, what is aspecting? Something is aspecting. Wait, I'll come to that. Okay, so the most popular political parties get worse and their falls begin. You know what I mean by that. This comes every year, but not with the other planet placements like Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, especially because Pluto is in conjunction with Jupiter. I'll come to what Pluto means. That is again another good news, very good news, which has been happening since December last year. But because Jupiter has been moving in and out of Capricorn, yes, it will be, Rajan. It will be, definitely. 11th October, Rajan is asking me if Bollywood will be cleaned up, 100%. 11th October, the Sun is in certain place where Mars and Sun effect is together. So there may be certain politicians who may go and say something really stupid and they'll be in trouble for that. I really wish they do that because I think they're going to do that. And I hope they do that. 11th November, the planetary, position of Sun is still in Virgo, but the nakshatra changes. And again, here Mercury and Mars and Jupiter comes in. So it is in a nakshatra which is ruled by Jupiter, which means things are good for us, for SSRians, for this case, for everyone. Now, some politicians are going to react badly, and they're going to, like I said earlier, they're going to try and harm the others, but in the end, they're going to end up harming themselves. Divyanshu, I will take that question when I do the tarot, please. Divyanshu tha na? Nahi, kaun tha? Chetna. Okay. Now on 11/11, there is some lady, 11 November, some lady who is either a politician, who is either a female in the film world, or who's connected to politicians, or who may be in a government job. So it could be a CBI officer, or it could be somebody else who may fall into trouble. That's what I see. I feel that she is, whoever this woman is going to be, she's going to fall into some kind of trouble because she's going to act accordingly, or maybe even if she doesn't, maybe somebody may try to harm her. I don't know what is Kangana's birth date, but okay, maybe in my next video, which I will do very soon, I may just go through that and see if this person is she or someone else. I don't know why I thought about her. Okay, so now coming to next, I think so, Sangamitra. I think so. Ketu is in Scorpio, which is in Jeshta Nakshatra. Now, what is Scorpio? Let me tell you this. This is very interesting. Scorpio is deep research, and Ketu is very powerful there. Now, generally, where Ketu comes, it destroys everything. So, all that deep research, CBI movement, everything, had it not been for Ketu, it would have been destroyed. But it came there on 23rd of September. So, what Ketu is going to do is it is going to enhance it. It is going to help it. It's going to protect it. Okay, so you can expect, जो सब लोग बोल रहे थे कि CBI कुछ नहीं कर रही है, बहुत कुछ कर रही है. CBI is doing its job. It's doing a fantastic job, and it will continue. Okay, the sudden, now what is Ketu in Scorpio going to do? It's going to reveal a lot of secrets. The frustrations are going to rise. There's going to be a lot of deep research, which is going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And Ketu is there till, I think, October 2021. Sudden rise and fall of certain things may happen because of this research. Now, Scorpio is a very karmic sign. It's क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Okay, it's in some way it is related to Saturn, and Saturn being in Capricorn is affecting 1, 2, 3, 4 is affecting Libra. So Scorpio is the 8th house, and number 8 is connected to Saturn, and a lot of people are going to reap karmic justice. जिन लोगों ने गलत किया है, उनकी बैंड बजने वाली है. So relax, be happy, wait, have patience. All those who have been doing cheating, all those who have been doing wrong things, they are going to be in trouble. It is not favorable. You can go and see this online on Google, look for it. It is not favorable for those who are going through legal complications. I'm happy. So when I was going through this and I was doing my analysis, I was very, very, very happy reading all of this. Now, Pluto and Jupiter are in Sagittarius. Jupiter, luckily, has gone straight, and although even retrograde, it's equally powerful. Jupiter has gone straight. It is going to be with Pluto conjunction in Uttar Ashadha Nakshatra in Pada 1. Now, what do I mean when I say this? Now, how is it connected? It is connected with on 11th October, it is in Purva Ashadha in the fourth Pada, and that is ruled by Venus. That means some kind of justice is going to be done regarding the Venusian aspects of life, films. So whatever injustice is being done there. Now, when I speak about Pluto, Pluto brings drastic changes. Pluto takes, I think, 200 something years to complete one cycle. And it takes a long, many years. I think the last time it was in Sagittarius, it was something in 1771 or something. I've written it somewhere. So it's after 200 years, it's come here. And it brings changes that are permanent. So somebody asked me, Bollywood is going to be cleaned up. Make sure it's going to be cleaned up. 100% sure it's going to be cleaned up. Not only that, a lot of other things are going to be cleaned up. Okay, now when it comes to Pada 4, it is ruled by Mars, which is on 11th of November, and Pluto. Okay, that is ruled by Mars, and that is ruled by, okay, so in Pada 1, it is ruled by Sun. So now when Sun comes in, again, some things about politicians are going to, we already know, revealed about what. And there are a few other people whose things, yes, it will be sudden, right, Nina? So Pluto creates sudden changes. So all those who have been waiting, क्यों नहीं हो रहा, क्यों नहीं हो रहा, क्यों नहीं हो रहा, होगा, suddenly होगा, अचानक होगा, and it will surprise you. And here, when it says that it is ruled by the sun, that means something regarding certain politicians which probably we are not aware of may come to the forefront. Mother Goddess is helping. That is why all this is happening, or all this wouldn't have happened. Now, what all can it impact? Now, Jupiter and Pluto in Sagittarius in Uttar Ashadha, what all can it impact on 11th of November? Impulsive, argumentative, will not be able to do much in a legal case or justice, as in the people who are fighting, they would not be able to do much. It is auspicious, the research and legal, so law, it's good for research and law. Schools, colleges, universities, teachers, professors, travels, airlines, and everything. It rules all of this. But in the nakshatra, it is there. It is ruled by Venus. So it is the enemy of Jupiter. And on 11th October, Venus is in Leo. So children, politicians, Leo is ruled by the sun, which is politicians. So children, politicians, so maybe children of a politician are affected. High level government officials are affected. So, the whole case is not revolving just around a politician or one politician. There are many other politicians who are involved behind the scene, positively or negatively, and a lot more is going to come out. Okay, so don't worry. And it is affected as Sun is the ruler of Leo. Okay, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is in Libra, where when Sun is going to go in November, it's going to really put politicians in trouble, really bad trouble. That, in fact, I will come to that later. In fact, is the time I see certain the end finale of certain political parties and politicians. 11th of November, from November to Jan 2021, Pluto is here. Last it was in 1771. Like I said, this brings massive sudden transformation in law, religion. Now, last time it was here, the riots, CA riots happened in Delhi, and a lot of political unrest happened regarding religion. I request everyone, please keep religion out of this. Do not involve that. Already there's a lot going on. And Jupiter basically wants to help mankind, the quest for dharma, righteousness, logic, and when it is with Pluto. So when Jupiter and Pluto come into Uttar Ashada, there can be riots. There can be. I would just request everyone to not allow that to happen or stay away and be safe. Take action as ruled by Mars may end up making some blunder, fight for right, rigid awakening. So I tend to write down things in points. So basically, it's like I said, riots may happen suddenly, something. What Pluto and Jupiter are wanting is for humanity to ascend. They're wanting humanity to understand what humanity is all about. It is about love, it is about compassion, it is not about religion, it is about spirituality. So Pluto brings change in beliefs, and beliefs are challenged. In the next 3 months, your belief systems are going to be challenged about everything and anything regarding all these things, about education, about religion, about law, about travel, about countries, about politicians, everything. Together with they are together with at a later stage joining Saturn. Okay, so later on when they enter Capricorn and they are joining Saturn, which again is in Uttar Ashada, although it is not in conjunction, but when they come in conjunction with Saturn, things are going to shift, which maybe I think what Jan or something, regarding justice or judgment. Why? Because Saturn is the ultimate judge. It gives karmic justice. किसी ने कुछ बुरा किया है तो उसको यही भुगत के जाना है, यही इसी कलयुग के इसी जन्म में, अगला जन्म नहीं देखा ना पिछला देखा, इसी जन्म में यही भुगत के जाएंगे सब लोग. What this conjunction is going to do is remedy what's wrong in the society as a whole. Conspiracy theories are going to be revealed. So a lot of conspiracy theories that we are not aware about. Still, we are still in the maze, depending on the narratives that we see on television or on Twitter or on YouTube, and everybody, somebody is saying something, somebody is saying something. The original is going to be revealed. Religious clashes may be possible. I already said that. Saturn and Capricorn and Uttar Ashada ruled by Mercury is a lot of politicians, lawyers, judges may speak their mind about the case. The workplace, servants may speak up. So a lot of servants or people who have been watchmen, servants maybe who are involved in their case may finally be forced to speak up and against their bosses, and the bosses will have nothing they can do about it. And so this is a very general thing, but yes, it can definitely affect the case. What is general is for me, you, and them as well. And reveal them. Bosses may be conniving against people, but will end up doing more harm to themselves. Actually, at least self instead. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. Now comes another important planet, a large planet, which brings about permanent changes, which is Neptune, which is in Aquarius. Now what Neptune is going to be is in fact retrograde, not going to be from June to November end. That is when this case happened. And Neptune is, now get this, Neptune rules drugs, dreams, spirits, spiritual connections, spirituality. Basically, it's awakening your spiritual connection, not just with SSR. A lot of people have been dreaming about him. A lot of people have been feeling him around. I mean, so have I been. And wow. And it is not just with SSR, but this basically what Neptune is trying to tell you is awaken yourself. have a connection with yourself, get to know yourself, love yourself. It's about the self. If you ascend, the world ascends. Forget about changing the world, change yourself. That is most important. Neptune inspires people to change society to the ideal and moral values. There you are. Now you know why from June all this has been happening. I will come to the India-China war also, if that is also what you want to ask about. So, Neptune, okay, inspires people. Equality. What else does Neptune inspire? Equality, justice. Looks for ways to, teach people to be intellectual, differentiate between right and wrong. Isn't that what we're doing since June? That's exactly what we're doing. It's a higher octave of Venus film line world over, which is why the film industry has been affected. Why is it in India? Because India's chart has Aquarius in the 10th house, which is the Karma Bhumi of India. That is why it is up, and the 10th house is connected to Saturn, which is the judge. So why that is why it's happened in India. Not yet in USA, but we will see where it is now. Different countries charts are different, so like I told you, I will be coming up with a video where I will explain all the different countries, their numerological numbers and charts, and how what all these planetary changes and these next coming few years are going to bring changes in those countries, and to what level and why. What else does Neptune rule? Black magic, floods, storms, lightning, death, dangerous activities, technology, sexual activity, human trafficking, rapes of minors, dealings with higher authorities, man with. So, Neptune is symbolized by a man with two faces, and it is retrograde. So, the two faces are being separated, and the original face is being shown. Hidden face is exposed maybe in February when the sun moves there and is conjunct with Neptune. Okay. Now there are some important dates that I have written down where certain things will. Vibhor is traveling. He is busy. तो जब वो कर सकता है तो वो सैफ्रॉन टाइगर के साथ कोई ना कोई वीडियो कर लेता है, जैसे कि उसने शायद 2 दिन पहले की थी. He is all right and he is traveling regarding this case because he has to find out a lot and he has to see the proof, because everybody keeps asking him, what proof do you have? So I don't know where he is traveling. It's hidden. Yes, that will, Rajan. Jia, Devi, everybody will get justice. When justice happens, when Bollywood is cleaned up, everything gets cleaned up. Also, thank you, Amit. So also what happens is Vibhor said 2 days back that he has been busy getting proofs about the human trafficking and the prostitution and all that, which CBI is doing its work on, and it's very soon going to be exposed by CBI. Okay, which has been happening. Okay, now the other few important dates that I have written down when something particularly noteworthy would happen is from the 5th of October onwards, 5th October, 8th October, 4th October, 8th October, 30th of October, because 30th of October adds to an 80. So definitely some big time justice, some karmic justice is going to happen. What is going to happen? I don't know. But on this date, 8th of October, the last time, 9th of September, like I said, that something will happen, and I believe Kangana's office was broken down. This number adds to something similar, but what will happen is it will probably not be somebody in regards, who is for this case, but I believe it may be someone who is against, like in the bad party. That's what I can say. And now a lot of people have been talking about that. Sorry. A lot of people have been talking about that. Like last year in December, there were a lot of planets in one house. And after that, Corona came in, COVID. After that, the religious unrest started happening in Delhi and everywhere. Now, this I was told is going to happen in December, but when I checked, it is not in December. It is on the 28th of Jan 2021 when Saturn, Sun, Venus, Pluto, Jupiter all are in Capricorn. So it is definitely not going to be about religion. It is going to be more about the film industry and political nexus. Okay? Big something will happen after that. Why? Because in November we have the eclipse, and eclipse effect generally remains for 6 months. And Mercury is going to be in Aquarius with Neptune, with some planets aspecting it and all. Now, the other dates are 11th February, when a lot of planets are together. So from Jan to 11th February, all these planets are together. So that entire period is going to be of unrest and of a lot of major changes. So be prepared. Other than that, 14th of Jan, 14 Jan से शुरू हो रहा है. 14 Jan to 11th of February. Then December 14, there is an eclipse which is in Scorpio, and so many planets are going to be there, which is Ketu, Moon, Sun, Venus, Mercury. Again, Sun and Venus, political nexus along with the film world and the underworld, because the Scorpio is the sign of the underworld. So the underworld mafia, all that. Solar eclipse. So major movement is going to happen. And 11th of December is an important date numerologically because it is a 63-9. It is going to mean something which will permanently change the face of Bollywood. Something big will happen. 29th of November is a lunar eclipse where again a lot of planets are in Scorpio, like Mercury and Sun are in Scorpio, and Moon and Rahu are in Taurus. So again, Rahu is underworld, Scorpio is underworld. So something related to that may be exposed. Karmic justice will be done on 29th of November, 11th of November, 11th of January. There is, 11th of January, I feel a lot of people may be arrested and jailed. That is what I feel. And it could, 11th of January, okay, jailed, yes. It may be politicians. It may be also some people who have been very active on the social media. So be careful. I need to be careful. New moon in Saggy with Venus. Some woman may go into hiding on the 11th of Jan 2021. Some woman may go into hiding. It could be some film personality or a female politician, or she may go into hiding as an underground, maybe even fly out of the country along with her cash reserves. So her cash may be, like transferred into international banks, and she may try and fly out. So if somebody here knows anybody in the CBI, or please inform them to be very careful around this date because somebody is going to run away. Okay, that was astrology and numerology. Now we can come to tarot. So would anybody like to come live? I can invite